So this is the F550 XLT with a dump bed installed on it. It's a cool looking truck. Check that thing out. I'm going to take this thing for a ride because I want to know a little bit more about it. Okay, so this is an F550 with a dump bed on the back of it, but what's interesting is I don't see a Power Stroke sticker, so I'm imagining this is loaded with the 7.3 liter big block V8. This is a really cool setup here. Let's walk around a little bit. Of course, it has the 19.5-inch steel wheels. These are the Continental HD3s, the same exact that I just installed on my truck. Very cool. Just lets you know that they install them across the lineup. So suspension on here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leaf springs. We got 9 leaf springs on this beast. And that is one of the reasons why you have such a higher payload capacity, is because the way the suspension is set up, and the gross vehicle weight rating of this truck is going to be significantly higher. This truck also has best-in-class payload for 350, 450, and 550, which is their medium-duty truck. It also has best-in-class torque because of the new 7.3 liter, and that is dyno certified. Coming up to it, again, let's take a look inside at the actual numbers. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 19,000 pounds. It's very important to remember. Also, it has a rear axle capacity of 13,660 pounds. So another big difference between this truck and your standard Super Duty pickup is that this uses a flat rail. So coming underneath here, you can see that the frame rails are completely flat, and that is one of the reasons why you can add something like this dump body to the back of it. It sits directly on top of these flat frame rails, which gives you a lot of upfitting capability, and there's a standard width to those frame rails that's pretty much universal with any type of upfitting, whether it's going to be a dump body like this, whether it's going to be an ambulance box or, you know, a flat box. Most of them are designed to work in conjunction with these flat rails. That is 1/4-inch thick steel back here, and it's actually doubled and tripled. There's reinforcement plates over here as well, which make the frame even stronger. So this is the 550 setup with the dump body on the back of it. Now, jumping inside of this truck, you can see it has a very utilitarian interior to it. However, it is an XLT package, so you're getting things like the 8-inch sync system. You have all your steering wheel controls, cruise controls. You have a nice computer display up front for other relevant information. You're going to have your 12-volt connection here, plus a 110 outlet here, which is really nice, rated at 400 watts. You have more power connections down here, which are nice, as well as a USB-C and a standard USB connection. If we look underneath this seat, there's even more storage. So you have a bench seat in this specific truck with a fold-down console, and the fold-down console gives you a nice armrest. So you have a nice armrest with cup holders, more storage back here, and your dump body is going to be positioned right behind you. But this is a nice interior. You know, it is definitely an interior that I think if you work in an industry where you need a work truck, whether it's an F450 or an F550 or even an F350 cabin chassis version, this is going to give you a lot of what you're looking for in terms of ergonomics, trailer brake controller already built in. Again, this is just a good setup. So we'll start this truck up. That 7.3 liter sounds amazing. So yeah, they've done a good job with this truck. Absolutely has a lot of nice attributes that I think people that, again, buy these trucks for work or for business are looking for. All right, so now that we're in this Ford F550 chassis cab with a dump body on the back of it, again, 19,000 pound GVWR. This truck empty by itself probably weighs maybe 8,000 pounds. So when you look at the payload capacity difference between a truck like this versus, say, my F450, my 450 has a capacity of about 4,800 pounds worth of cargo. This has about a 12,000 pound payload capacity, which is really crazy. And even in a 450 body, I think you're talking 16,500 pound GVWR roughly. So you're still talking upwards of about 10,000 pounds worth of payload capacity, even on a 450. And that is the difference that people need to realize between a Class 3 F450 pickup and a Class 4 or 5 F450 550. It makes a world of difference when it comes to payload capacity. Now, What you'll have to understand also is that if you're going to be towing something that has an exceptionally high tongue weight, whether it's a fifth wheel, whether it is a gooseneck, whether it's something that you put in the bed of the truck, you have a lot more capacity to do it with this. But if you're unladen and you don't have a lot of weight over these springs, it's not going to be quite as smooth as your traditional pickup, because it has 9 leaf springs versus your traditional 4 that you would have on an F450 or an F350 Class 3 truck with a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,000 pounds. So I just wanted to make that clear, because a lot of people think, well, should I get this to haul an RV? And this could be a great truck. You could put a nice hauler bed on the back of it. You could probably hold 5,000-6,000 pounds worth of payload, and that would pretty much accommodate any type of fifth wheel you could potentially put over the back of this, or gooseneck. So just keep that in mind. Ultimately, at the end of the day, these trucks are absolutely great if that's what you're using them for. If you have heavy weight at the back, like this one does. If you're going to be hauling an RV, if you're going to be hauling something really heavy, and you do that a lot. If you just want to drive one of these around town every day unloaded, it's going to be a pretty rough ride. But that's, again, because of the very stiff, super strong rear suspension that's designed for payload. So that was cool. It definitely sounds like a powerful truck. That 7.3 is a really great engine for this type of application. You want to save about $10,000, $11,000 off the price of the truck while still having a very capable truck that you can haul a tremendous amount of material in, hook up a large trailer to. This might be the right truck for you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on this F550. This is a brand new 2020 model with a 7.3 liter gas V8. This is definitely a beautiful truck. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.